Welcome back to another battle, everybody. Today we are playing Progressive Capitals on the Skeld map. We're playing as a green player out of the 6th position. I will be very transparent with you guys. I have attempted this Tier List Tuesday video. It's Tier List Tuesday, by the way, series on the channel where we play every single map in Risk on Progressive Capitals settings with fog and blizzards and neutral inactivity behavior, balance plus dice, etc. This is Risk Global Domination. It's online Risk, the board game. You might know it, you might love it. That's what we're playing here today. I have played this map. This is my 4th time playing this map. Normally Tier List Tuesdays do not take me this many attempts. None of the games have gone well, and for some reason, including this game, I have been in the 4th position the 6th position every single game. Every attempt, I have been in the 6th position. And let me tell you, going late in the turn order on this map is awful. It is horrible because this is, despite the bonuses being as weak as they are, this is a 69 territory map, 6 blizzards, 63 territories when blizzards are considered. As 24 territories larger than the classic map when those blizzards are considered. I don't see anybody on a 1-point hold behind me. This is a 1-point hold right here. We're going to go next to black. It's risky to do this. Could roll a 9 on 5 cap roll. I'm going to do it. Because orange didn't cap on this 5 back here or the 2. I don't even know that orange is back here. So I'm going to play my game, hope for the best. Take the 1-point hold with this blizzard up here. Might as well. Regardless. This map, despite the bonuses being as weak as they are, you see there's only 1 plus 4. We've got 1, 2, 3 plus 3s, and the remaining 10 bonuses are all plus 2s. This map is weirdly a very, very snowball heavy map. White here could actually roll this cap too. Very, very aggressively snowball heavy. And because of that, late in the turn order, you're just not getting the bonuses as soon as anybody else. So if somebody manages to snag 2 bonuses on the first turn, because some of these are really, really small bonuses. You look at this one up here. This is a 4 territory bonus, as is this one. This is 3 territory here, 3 territory here, 3 territory here. Like very easy bonuses to take. I'm actually surprised that orange didn't even do this one for some reason. I would just do it to do it, you know? So just kind of an interesting place to find ourselves. We do start with 8 troops, but 8 troops doesn't mean anything if your cap's getting rolled turn 1 or your bonuses are getting broken right after you take them. It's just a difficult board to get position on. It's also, because there's still so many blizzards, it's a pretty large map, despite how choky it is even without blizzards. Then there's 6 blizzards, which end up choking it up even more. Like we've got a 1-point hold for these 2 bonuses here in the top, with blizzard here and over here. We've got a 1-point hold for right here for all of these bonuses over here. We've got smaller 1-point holds for this bonus. I have a 1-point hold off of my capital for all of this behind me on the right hand side, which is several bonuses. 1, 2, 3, 4 bonuses behind me. So lots of 1-point holds. It ends up being kind of detrimental, I think, to the play style of this board, is that there's either super snowbally or super early card blocks that happen earlier than they should. It's not my favorite map. I will disclose that right away, but we're going to try to win, right? That's what we always try to do. We're going to try to win here again today. Black didn't roll our capital. Ideally, white won't roll our capital. We'll see. I'm not even sure anybody else is on our side, right? We have 3 unknown territories behind us. Any one of those could be a capital. But we haven't seen any movement behind ourselves, right? Maybe white comes out of the woodwork. Maybe they're on East Cam or O2 Hall or steering, and they end up doing something a bit disappointing behind us. But if they aren't behind us, then we've got the potential to take this whole space, and then we're the snowballer. Now, we're in the last position, so people get to strike first, which I don't, again, love, but maybe we get lucky enough. We see white on the left-hand side. That's good info to have. I'm a little bit overly aggressive there, if you ask me, continuing to roll, but that's fine. I'm going to take this bonus. We didn't see orange even be remotely aggressive with this 5 on the first turn, which I thought they absolutely would be, unless, you know, somebody's capped on steering. So we are going to try to take our +2 in shields first. Split a fortify. ideally split a fortify between our capital and a defensive position here. So let's see how much. We don't lose a ton there. So whatever we have left on this roll, not a whole lot. We gotta bring that back to cap. That I knew the first roll was too good to be true, and we had to get doggy doo-doo dice on the second roll, and that's exactly what happened. First roll was great, so second roll has to be atrocious. But with orange not having a bonus, that's exactly what I was hoping would happen. I'm now going to play for weapons. I want to continue defending my cap here, but if I can flush out everything behind me. Sorry, I have a popcorn. I had popcorn like some skinny pop several hours ago, and I now feel the little kernel piece in my gums, which was just a tremendous feeling. But hopefully white doesn't roll me. White will have picked up a bonus in that last turn. We only added 1 here, so they'll probably still get 7 troops again. Could theoretically do an 11 on 6. I'm hoping black doesn't have a lot either. But yeah, that's how this map, black at 7, so they could do the same thing. That's kind of how this map's cookie crumbles. It's not my favorite. We'll see if we can pull off a win here. I want to even pull off a close game. I will show you guys a close game. Unfortunately, of the first 3 games I tried on this map with the Tier List Tuesday settings, none of them were close. Somebody early, either first or second position. All 3 players who won were first or second position. And it's just, it's fine. Black, all right, I think black has a 1-point hold back here, and they're holding completely off capital, which is good info to have. It's going to be tough to get over there. Blue has lost their capital. I wonder if that was to the white player or yellow. Could have been to yellow right here. Does he go and he hits yellow? So it may have. I didn't see how much yellow lost with that. They had 8 troops here that rolled. I'm thinking that that's a great 1-point hold capital too. You would think that blue would have done a better job of defending it if that is a cap spot. The one downside to our position is we, we're going to be in a tough spot. I wouldn't have split there. Don't understand that. Unless, if you're going to fortify back, you just fortify back. The split doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It just makes your stack less defensive. If the guy's going to hit you, it does look like yellow has 2 capitals. So yellow likely has a 1-point hold over admin. This is the thing, right? Yellow's already stolen blue's cap. Potential for snowball. Hasn't lost the second cap. It likely takes cafeteria. They probably ignore blue here and just take cafeteria to have that +4. So this is an even bigger concern for me, is that yellow's original cap could still be behind me, or yellow just has presence behind me. Like, as long as orange doesn't have a bonus, we should be okay back here. It looks like white, despite having 8 troops, is not going to make a move on our capital, which is absolutely something they could have done. Although black holding completely off cap here. White doesn't know this, but this is obviously very threatening. So I'm going to go for this bonus. We're going to hope that orange doesn't disrupt us. We'll have some troops back here defending. So we have 6 here, cap defense here, just to try to get... Oh, please just win. Okay. We have white behind us, which I don't love. I don't love white being behind us, but it's white, right? It's a known commodity. We don't know. We know where white's been playing. They didn't try to roll my capital. They may try to disrupt me back here. Really, I need to find out. Now that we know white's there, we got to find out who's on east cam. We got to find out who's on steering. There's probably not a good chance that I'll be able to take both of these bonuses. Again, I'm surprised that orange didn't hit with this 5. Maybe there's a big stack here on steering. I'm also surprised orange didn't cap behind us. We didn't choose this position until after we knew orange wasn't here. I may have considered going on like this 2, for example, over here. That's a decent spot to try to play from. This actually is not a 1-point hold for black, by the way. Black also has upper vents as a route of entry. Is he going to try to slow roll? I would love a slow roll off of this. I think the 5's going to end up breaking me, which is maybe a little bit disappointing. No, does he not even take a card? If he didn't take a card, I don't understand it. I guess it acts as a card skip. Wow. Okay. Yeah, black lost his cap. Who is surprised by that? White likely took this cap because black just didn't defend it. He just didn't defend the capital, and now you have to scramble to get it back. You hope white has enough of the ability to take it back over there, because I do think white took it. This probably goes through me. And he doesn't lose anything, fortunately. Now he has to go up through white to come try to steal his cap back because you're not defending your capitals. You guys got to always defend your capitals. If you're new to the game of Risk and you're playing capitals for one of the first times in your Risk experience, you absolutely have to make sure that you are defending those capitals. I guess I'll try to take O2 hallways. I may just try to clear now that I have double bonus back here. Obviously could get broken by white, but it seems like he may have bigger fish to fry with black on the left-hand side. So we got to try to push as much of an advantage as we can right now to clear as much of these troops, or as many of these troops behind us, out. If I can get a 1-point hold over +9, and then obviously territories as well, that would be a really good spot to find myself in, especially because we got to try to get ahead. Hopefully this hits white and not me. But if these troops were together, Blue would have a 100% roll in here. He does hit white, which is, good. Now you don't have any cards. That was not a smart play. Not a good play by Blue. You don't have any cards in here now. We know you don't have your capital. Basically fed cards to yellow here eventually. We did see some blue on the left-hand side. Yellow has taken the +4 up here in cafeteria. Unsurprising seeing that as well. If I see blue behind me, by the way, if I see blue end up on East Cam, for example, if blue is there, I won't hit it. I will leave blue behind me. I want to have that kill guard. I don't want the yellow player to have that kill guard. So I actually wonder if my best approach here is going to be the 6 into the 2 here first. Clear out whatever I can here as well. But this way I get vision on both East Cam and steering. I can find out exactly who's behind me and whether or not I need to address them. Obviously, we still have orange behind us, but this might give me a little bit more maneuverability. We should start our turn with 9 troops, and can progress from there. So I think that's my best bet. If I put a 6 here, and then the rest we'll put over here, so we get that vision first. And it is, please win, please win, please win. Darn it. It is the yellow player behind us. That is unfortunate information to have here. I really didn't want it to be yellow back here. And I'm surprised orange didn't cap here, and I'm surprised he didn't take the bonus, because I wasn't going to have the means to address him anyway. Now we just got to hope and pray that yellow does not try to act back here. This was exactly the person I didn't want back here. And notice we got bad dice on nav vents. Awful dice on nav vents. I don't know why 3 troop losses have been happening on 2s so much more than they used to before the balance split dice changes. And it's fine. If that's like something that they wanted to happen, I'm okay with it. But it's just a little bit disappointing that it is something that can happen. Now, we're going to be closely eyeing yellow's presence on this next turn, because I have to imagine, black is still cap lost. So white, with their 9 troops that they started with, either black just never got the cap back, or white appropriately defended. I gotta hope that yellow doesn't play off of this position. I'm going to make sure to clear this, and then I'm going to start playing for my cards off of this. I'm not going to take either of these cards because the card block opportunities are too high. I will take these cards if I have to, if I get removed by orange from this position, but I will try to take from this position first before anywhere else once I clear this pocket, because like I said earlier in the video, the potential for card blocks is just simply too high on this map. Almost guaranteed. With 6 blizzards, it's almost guaranteed that you're going to get some card block positions that are just really, really frustrating to deal with. Now, there's a chance yellow could be capped out in front of me on storage door here. That would also be unfortunate. Blue, we know, is capless. They are basically, it's actually a good thing. Now, unless they exist on the left-hand side, which they might, they do. That's super unfortunate. Unless yellow gave them a card in here, blue getting more cards is just bad for us, because it's likely cards that are going to get fed to the yellow player at some point here. That's why I don't understand why they removed me from this pocket. We will get more than yellow if we remove him, but if he is preemptive and strikes me down in my bonuses back here ahead of time, which is what I would probably do if I was paying enough attention here. Like if he saw how desperate I was trying to slow roll that 2-on-1, he would dump all 11 troops back here, knowing that he's got a strong enough cap out front. and make a play. But it looks like that's not going to happen. So that is very, very good for us that that does not happen, because I can clear the back here, can fortify to our cap. We can have one cohesive position as long as white doesn't steal our cap right now. I don't know how much they have on the left-hand side with black quitting. So that is something certainly to be mindful of. They get 12. So 12 is not going to be enough to take us out of here. I will take the this card. This card will be taken before I take this black card, especially with black quitting on 3 cards. Not something that I want to gift to my opponents. But I want to keep this position over here. This is the first card I will take. Obviously, white can clear much of the left-hand side. We don't know where orange is capped, so at least we have the benefit of knowing that orange is likely putting all of the troops they're getting every single turn on capital. Because I haven't seen any allocation on the right-hand side. So the fact that we've secured this 1-point hold out of the 6th position is surprising, to say the least. I don't really know why orange didn't attack me a single time there. Your whole aim on this map should be inconveniencing your opponents. And terrible dice there, but we do, in fact, get to a position where we can start potentially inconveniencing my opponents. Roll to 5, lose 6. Attacker's advantage is supposed to be a thing on these non-capital territories, and yet it doesn't always feel like we have it. Getting content creator dice in the worst of ways here today in my attempts to play this game. I had the previous game attempt at this. I had a 3-on-1 attack, 89% roll, lose. And then the next time I did one, lost, and then a 4-on-2, which is 75% lost. I think it's something like a 0.3% chance of that happening. And I just feel like that kind of stuff happens all the time. I may be completely off base, but you know what I'm not off base about? Liking and subscribing to the C Money YouTube channel. If you guys enjoy the content and you're not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. And if you'd like to hit, if you'd be so kind, I should say, to hit the like button, it would help me out quite a bit. Continue making these videos, building the audience, and having a good time with everybody who enjoys watching. I think I want to put like a somewhat substantial position on the left-hand side here. I am looking for information here, right? Like I want to see yellow jump to at least 13 troops per turn at some point, because I want to know if they have admin control or not, and then blue's completely operating from a different part of the board. The fact that blue's been doing as many attacks as they have been is a bit surprising. So it would be nice to know if yellow has cleaned them out of the middle. A good player, they are getting 13. All right, so blue may be available on the left-hand side. If white doesn't go for this elimination, this may be something I should be interested in trying to take for the extra cards before blue trades in and then feeds. I'm probably going to dump my entire population of troops. I'll make this a 20 and then dump my entire population of troops here to try to go and look for something, unless white obviously takes the elimination. But at this point, with a guaranteed 1-point hold for a plus, well, actually, whatever we get here, we just subtract 2. White trading early here is unhinged, unless they're taking the blue elimination, right? It makes a little bit more sense if they're taking the blue elimination. I think they thought they had black. Black is right here. I think they thought they had black. Trade early, super aggressive play would put him in 5th on cards. 2 here, put the rest over here. Like I said, going on an adventure. Black is there. That is not going to sit well with white, I'll tell you that much. Orange is kill guarding over here. Orange is kill guarding at least 1 player. White's not going to be happy about that. I see black here. This is why I'm not super happy about that. That's not going to go well for me. I'm going to get removed over here. The moment I saw this, it's either I hit it and then I'm stuck, or... Oh, this could help, though. Come on, buddy. Take a card. Take a card here. That way, yeah. And then don't remove me. And then orange will know I can strike down white again after. Oh, that's just not what we needed, orange. This is the worst play. You're just gonna feed yourself to white. Or blue's behind him. I don't know why orange removed me from there, man. I guess I hit his 5 on the right-hand side. Like, I helped you. I just slammed the stack in front of you. Now he's completely off capital. One here. Black has at least 4 territories because we didn't see anything placed on this too. And white's not going to be happy with me. Now, orange is completely off cap. Completely off capital. So, if blue is behind orange, blue steals the cap. Because we don't know where blue is. I respect blue's hustle of staying in this game. And white took all of this stuff on the left-hand side. I mean, I think they're going to get the capital here. That's wild to me, man. You almost got to hope white. I mean, white's going to be mad at me. I got decent dice, I think, on the... Yeah, we got decent dice on the 11. And then, after the 11 is when we started. Yeah, we lost 1 on a 1 again. 1 on a... We lose the 2 on 1 slow roll. It's just... I don't know. But yeah, I believe yellow... I think yellow must have been capped behind blue. Stole blue's cap here. Cleaned out the middle. I think that my cap is fine. We'll trade in for the 10, I guess, is this whatever. White's not going to be happy with me. He's almost certainly going to remove me. Now we get a higher guaranteed amount of troops than yellow each turn, which is, you know, good. But orange removing me from here was just not a wise choice. I even showed him that I was willing to hit an opponent that was sitting in front of him. And yellow, of all of the players, yellow was the one sitting behind orange here and actually eliminates orange and steals the elimination. Which may backfire. That gives me a better... just me a better trade-in. But he's got a 3rd cap, which is not great. Like, that's a lot of troops that he was stacking up here. Because this is more... I mean, he just hit... He must have... He almost must have been capped behind orange. Because otherwise, make this make sense. Yeah, white's going to clean us out of here. Which is likely going to be met with yellow not playing super nice to them. I mean, just an idiotic play there by white to retaliate. I understand retaliating. Like, he doesn't maybe know that it's idiotic, I guess is how I should frame that. Also, blue didn't get a cap there either. So blue's on 3 cards. I should leave white behind me in case yellow ends up into them, or in case I need the extra card. Here is black right here. There's no reason not to hit yellow right now and just go back to cap after this. Ooh, that could be juicy. No, I don't think it's going to work. But at this point, I will be on 3 cards. We got black on the 4 here. Blue knew this was here. It's possible these other guys didn't. And I know yellow's not going to have enough to get through my cap, right? So white's going to end up having a lot on the left-hand side, which is bad for me. This is not... Is he going to keep this many troops off cap? It's pretty unhinged if he does. If he slams this, he feeds the game to white. He quintessentially feeds the game to white if he slams this. Should just back up. That's what's going to happen. Now I leave myself open, which is good. And I think the trade it's going to be hairy. 13 plus what? 25? 38 plus 4. 42 on 24. 1... I don't know who that was into. But I am not going to hit white here, and I'm not going to hit yellow. Yep. Yep-a-rooney. Yep-a-rooney. That was exactly what we needed. I was wondering if white would have fed me black, and I was correct. So that's good. Here's a trade-in from yellow. I have the kill guard on white. It's possible yellow full sends white here to try to take the 1 point hold. This is a great cap spot for white. I'm actually impressed with their cap choice. Even with black and orange, and I don't know if blue's behind them. I'm not sure where blue's capital was. If he hits this, though, if he manages to get this capital, somebody has 3 caps right now. It's obviously not me. It's probably still yellow. But what you're going to do here now, yeah, white. So he didn't roll either cap that white has. This is actually great for me because white should theoretically retaliate, and then we can steal his cap here and retain the kill guard and go into a 1v1 with yellow afterwards. I have the trade-in right now. I don't know where this fortify ends up landing. He defends here. Okay, because he defends there, what's my best course of action here? Play off the kill guard. It's only 40. I think I'm gonna just take normal. Play on cap and take. I know that removes my pathing from an elimination, but I'm not really playing for that right now. I'm playing. My hope here is that yellow plays overly aggressive because I can card block him, right? If he opens me up, he's a fool. He feeds me his capital. This is just a bad play. Actually, this could be even worse because he could feed me. If he keeps going, he feeds me white. I guess he's checking the cap here. This is a 37 capital. He doesn't break white at all. So white holds for 12, which is not all of the bonuses over here. But I now have pathing into yellow in the middle of the board here. Also have that white kill guard. I think what I want to do here is actually leave the pathing into white, or into yellow and into white. So yellow will see this, but he won't have the means to deal with it. So I'm playing this as a sneak attack that I don't care if yellow knows about, because I have the kill guard on white. And he won't have enough troops to hit me here. White's capital is the key to winning this game. That much is true. White's capital is the key to winning this game. We have 2 more cards over here before it's awkward. I don't know how much white is putting on cap here. He's getting 12 a turn, so it could be a decent amount. But I don't think the 80 cap is much of a concern right now. And I don't care about the extra 2 troops, right? At this point, I'm just trying to put myself in a position to win. The fact that white sets right now is very interesting, because who knows how much yellow is actually defending back here. I mean, we've seen a lot of fortifies come from the middle of the board. White only takes once. I need to make sure I have extra cards, though. Right, like white sets, but how much of that 45 landed back here? I'm not certain. I want to make sure I can steal this. And I will not remove this kill guard at this point. I'm okay with white knowing how much is here. This is interesting bait from yellow to go in and break a bunch of stuff. If we saw him jump to 4 caps, that would give me a lot better information. but we don't see that. White getting 9. So 1 bonus over here, double capital. I think the 80 cap is fine. 74 here. Well, white knows that I'm stacking on him now. It's a shame that he took this card. It really is. But it's most important that I get his cards. Like, yellow goes for the elimination, and then I get his cards. That's, like, the most important thing, I think. I want to see yellow jump to 4 caps, because I think the moment yellow jumps to 4 caps, I just win the game. Unfortunately, that doesn't seem to be happening yet. And I can't risk yellow losing the cap that he has back here either. I mean, this is a 1-point card block here and a 1-point card block here. I'm fine removing my pathing into yellow. I want to hit this spot, though. I need to keep this so to bait him into hitting this later and opening me up to himself. But I think the 80 cap is fine. Although I am actually going to take this card first. I was hoping for a trade on 3 there. We obviously don't have it. But getting white's cap is the key to winning this game, so I have to prioritize that. Especially if he manages to remove yellow from behind him. Which yellow's getting a lot of troops, so I don't anticipate that happening. And yellow's kind of playing a little bit loose cannon. I do have to be mindful of the trades here. This roll is risky. If it even rolls, I'm golden. If it doesn't, it's not great. Interesting. I'm wondering if white is using the other cap that he has back here and he's going to fortify it to here. Which I get this. I understand what he's trying to do. Don't think this is going to go well for you. Yeah, I just don't. I don't think that's going to go well for him. I'm going to hit it if I can hit it. It's kind of where I'm at right now is making sure that I get this position. And we're only at 60 on the trade-in, so sacking into me would basically lose you the game on the spot. So the fact he pulls 30 troops off his other capital. He's down to 8 now. So territory count, no bonus is double capital. If he trades this, yeah, trade's going to make this more difficult because he's going to dump everything here. That's not enough. Long term, there's no point in me. 5. I don't care about opening him up. $79 over here. I mean, I don't think yellow's an idiot. I think yellow knows that I'm holding a bunch of troops over here. It's obviously getting to a point where it's a bit risky how I'm playing this, but white's not playing this well either. He needs to work. What white needs to do, well, what white needed to do, and now he can't, is he needed to try to set a block on yellow back here. But we are coming at this guy from both sides, and it's just not looking good for him. And this is what I meant, is like, this is really early in the game, and we're already kind of to a point where we're setting a card block on this player. Only 79 troops here. It's not very intimidating. I'm obviously not going to let yellow in over here. I really just need to have a trade on 3. If I have a trade on 3, this player likely gets himself eliminated. I mean, I'll roll this if it's 100% roll. Yellow won't necessarily even know that I've rolled it yet. But I don't know why he keeps instigating in here. I can imagine we'll see the cap fortify, or does he back up? If he backs up completely, that's an insane play. I don't know how you pass up on this. I can't pass up on this. 100% roll is 70. That's okay. He laughed. I didn't get good dice on it, but I got good enough dice to survive. And if yellow tries to come steal this, one of 2 things happens here. And we'll know if yellow jumps to 4 caps, yellow is heavily prioritizing the position back here, which makes sense. I mean, the moment white took troops off that cap to go defend, that was the mistake he made. We want to see white jump to 4 and then hopefully not have a trade on 3. Because if the other cap is stolen, like, he might think he has the elimination in here and go for it. That's what I'm hoping happens. Yellow is not expecting to see this taken. I can tell you that much. But he didn't take the other cap. White still has a capital. And we are going to prioritize this capital. I still care about my pathing into yellow on retaliation. I still do care about that. This cap is more important now because it has access to both of these players. I don't have a trade on 4. But actually, me not having a trade on 4 here is pretty awful. My hope here is if yellow... He says cards hate me. That could be really good for me. That could mean he doesn't have a trade on 4, and if yellow rolls his capital... Which I believe this one was better to... Yeah, he rolled the capital. And he's going to clear it. If white doesn't have a trade on 4, and we get his elimination, I mean, the game is over. We baited yellow into rolling this over here. So it just comes down to, does white have a trade on 4? And if he doesn't, I'm going to butter him up in here. Unless he doesn't let me butter him up, and then I'll just eliminate him. I have kept this kill guard the entire game for this purpose. I mean, truly wild if white does have a trade. Okay. Didn't take a card. I mean, we got a card off of it that actually forced my set. So... 100... 130... It's forced to start taking these cards in here. He's not on a trade-in. I need him to get overzealous here. He's getting 32 troops. Although he must have sacked into white over here, right? Is it worth trying to check where these caps are? I don't want him to get extra troops. That's the biggest thing here. So I don't know where these additional capitals are. I just know I need to block on this position here. So if he doesn't have a whole lot back here, I think this is the best way to do this. $58. Okay. Good to know. I need to get some sort of advantage here. That's good info to have, though. That is where that capital is. Now it does... Yeah, he's going to take this first. But now I know where it is. And because I know where it is, I can block it. That's the best part of this. And I don't have a trade on 4, so you almost hope he's got a trade on 3 here. Leave these cards. I want him to set first, but I'm not sure we're going to get lucky enough for that to happen. He's getting 24. How much did I get last turn? I got 23, so if we keep him at that amount, that's not bad. We get the exact same amount. Now, he'll likely have a trade on 4, but we'll just keep going kind of back and forth here. He won't be able to remove me here, which is good. So we have a 2-point block over here. We got to force him to start taking cards on the right-hand side. Preferably in front of his capital. Probably do it in here. I don't mind if he takes this card. So here's what we want to do. We've got the trade-in. 35 here. I want this to end up as 35, so we'll do like 50, and then this. That there. He could theoretically come and roll this, so I got to be careful. There's a way to nearly perfect path this. I forgot about that spot. Well, that's okay. And I also did that wrong, but that's okay too. Now you could trade it off of that actually is a set on 3, I think. No, it's not. I used the artillery. If he comes off of this position, though, he opens up my other capital. That is the benefit to this. So we forced him to set. That's what we wanted to do. We had the block. I actually had the block other than the 2 territories I wanted him to take. So this is good for me. The fact that he's doing this over here, this is exactly what we wanted him to do. I wanted... Oh, he opened the cap. That's a big mistake. That's actually a huge mistake. Because now that lets me kind of reset some of this. Although, again, the 110 can come off, but it almost might be the bait that I want to do. I might want to bait that. I'm going to have to pull the 35 over, but if he comes off with the capital, I'll likely be on a trade, and he's got 2 caps to have to split between. And I'll be open to it. So let's do... I'm going to leave 30 here. Do 26. $28. Pull this over here. He won't have a trade in there. So you at least force him to take one of these cards over here. And he's only getting 23. So it's not a guaranteed roll here. So if he tries to bank, this is what I was hoping he would do, is play off of this. If he goes up, that's so much better than if he goes down. He'll probably slam me here. And he goes down. That's okay. This will be the card that we take. We want to take this as our card. I have a trade-in. Fortifies off that. I can actually... you know what I can do? This can just be the card I take. Let's trade in. I want to give myself as many additional cards as possible. So this should hopefully force his card up here. If he's got a trade on 3, obviously, again, not great. Trades are getting quite high as well. So it's a little bit risky to do what I just did because he could theoretically trade in and take this capital. Now, I don't want to open his caps over here. This is where we want him placing. This is exactly where we want him coming off. If he comes off and tries to roll this, we potentially get a 1-point hold on the other side. If he comes and tries to take this, this is also good. I mean, that is probably the worst way he could have played that. It's exactly what we wanted. Our cap is now open to him. If he doesn't have a trade on 4 here, I don't want to risk him being able to take the 75. We don't have a trade on 3. There's the trade on 4. Positionally, I've got him where I want him, though. If this is where he chooses to break, hopefully he tries to break in all spots. Yeah, like, that's not going to get everything over here. So he takes this. Opens the capital foolishly, because we know he doesn't have a set. We know he doesn't have a trade in here. So the more he hits over here, the better it is for me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O, buddy. I'm not hitting there. You back this up, you're in tough shape. He backed all of it up. Hang on, I gotta think about how I want to do this fortify. Not much. I'll leave this ballsily undefended for a moment. Because now he is fully blocked. He will not get a card this turn unless he wins a 27 on 35. This is risky because he should theoretically approach one of these 35s. I probably should have let a little bit on cap just in case he won the roll and then came and took this. But this was the right way to set this block. This is exactly what I needed to do. We'll see if he tries to break it or not. That's the wrong spot to try to break this. So that is not the correct spot to try to break this. This could win. He doesn't have a set. Hang on. Card here. No troops on either cap right now, which is obviously very risky. But that was 180 troops he just pulled off capital. So we just burned all of that. And got a card when he didn't. So this is, we got only we got 3 more cards before we open up a capital, but he just pulled everything off cap over here. The issue is I don't know where the 4th cap is. I don't know if it's behind him over here or if it's over here. This is helpful that there was that many troops sitting in this vicinity, ready to be taken. He keeps trying to break from that spot, so I will humor him. And I'll just play completely off cap right now. We have a trade-in. That'll allow me to defend my capitals while also pushing these positions. This is exactly what was needed here. So let's make these all 50s. He's got troops on this cap too, so we got to be wary of that. He may be hiding something here, so we're not going to take that card yet. Oh, well, that's fine. I think this fortify is more important than the right side right now. But I am going to start getting troops back on my capitals. I think that that's only right to make sure that I do that. Now, he may be trying to pull off here this time, so I think it's actually better to take on the left side now. That's exactly what I expected to happen. I'm just trying to make sure I don't bungle this. I don't know if both caps... I think both caps are in this bonus, but I'm not sure if they're both defended, so I can't take the risk. He has not pulled off the top left cap yet. Once he pulls off the top left cap, we'll know more, but he's not showing me his stuff. Right, that is a show me of stuff. That is a show me of stuff. Any other caps you want to show? Evidently no. He's not bringing out the rest of his troops. The fact that he's not placing the 20 troops in front of me to show me that he is out is makes me concerned. Oh, I accidentally gave him a card over here. That was a mistake. He actually missed it on the last turn. Oops. I don't have a trade-in, so I'm just going to get this crap out of here. I need to make sure he cannot cap run now in case he has a set on 3. Alrighty. There was a cap back here. I wonder whose this was. This must have been Yellow's original, and then this is Blue's here? That is crazy. This was Yellow's original capital, and he stole Blue's. Or this was Blue's original, and he just stole that from that position, which I don't know why you would want that, but... Alright. Solid performance here, I will say so. We got a horse. This should be curtains here. Yeah, good game, dude. Good game. Well played. And a big old thumbs up to Yellow. We managed to win out of the 6th position. Well, that's a bit of a glitch there. I gotta tell you guys, all said and done there, I still don't like this map very much. I won it because I managed to hold a kill guard the entire game on the white player. White was in that spot the entire game. He even cap sacked me, didn't want to give me an extra card. We still pulled it off. I'm happy with the performance here. I thought I played pretty well, all things considered. I don't actually have, unfortunately, let's take a look at the ranks of our opponents. White was intermediate, expert on Yellow. I had a feeling Yellow was the most highest ranked player in our lobby. Not surprised they went into the end game with me. Blue was intermediate, could tell by them sticking in the game. Black novice, orange beginner. Typically, I'm able to go through the map construction. You can kind of see it here. They don't have the right image on this page for some reason, like they normally do with our other maps. But you can kind of see just choke point opportunity. This one actually can't be, but choke point here, 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 over here, up top anywhere. Oh, there's so many different spots. 6 blizzards can land on anywhere, making a bunch of 1-point holds. We had one of the 1-point holds this game. I really don't think the Skeld is a very good map. It may be the weakest of the Among Us maps, maybe rivaling Polis. I think that for certain both Mira and Airship obviously are better maps than this. But I don't think Skeld is my favorite. For these particular settings, I think it has a place. Progressive world domination, maybe a setting that is much better to play. I don't think it's quite F tier. I don't think I can in good faith put it all the way down in F tier, but it's pretty close. It feels very similar in terms of snowballiness to Lunar Mining and Lost Temple, but the bonuses aren't quite so strong, and I don't think it's as garbage as New York. But honestly, with the experiences I've had on this map lately, even this game, this one went very well. I don't know. It's not as bad. It's not as bad as these 3 maps. LA and Dracula's are too unbalanced, but I think I like Bohis and Alcatraz better than this experience. I've just had so many snowballs on this map. Even my performance in this game was a bit of a snowball. We just got lucky that we managed to get the both the blue and black eliminations get us some extra cards, and then put some pressure on white. So I'm gonna put Skeld down here in E tier. I really it may end up justifying a creep up, but I'm looking at all of these other maps here, and I think I'd rather play capitals on all of these other maps than on the Skeld, because your win percentage, even as a skilled player, is much lower on this, because I think turn order. I don't know. All of the reasons I explained. If you disagree with me, let me know why. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. We'll be back with more Tier List Tuesday next Tuesday. As always, everybody, I have been C Money. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a tremendous rest of your day. Peace.